What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. It is that time of the night to get into our nightly live stream, baby. We're a little bit earlier today because I got some things I gotta take care of tomorrow early in the morning, and that's what we gotta do. So we're gonna do it a little bit earlier. We'll see who comes and joins us. I know it's earlier and all, but we're live. How are we doing today, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go, baby. It's about that time to make some sweet, sweet tendies. And I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Future's down just a little bit. Slightly down. Slightly down. Let's go, baby. Get pumped up. Get pumped up. Stock market 2022. Hope you guys are feeling it. Hope you guys are feeling it. Some crazy news actually today. You guys see this? You guys watch the videos? Cost to borrow 20.3 on iBorrow. What is iBorrow? Is that a stock? That would be quite interesting. Cost to borrow rate on iBorrow. And we do have Ortex back in the building, baby. They finally accepted my money and gave me their services. AMC, look, the cost to borrow rate has even went up a little bit more since I made the video earlier. Now at 48.18%. Isn't that crazy? Cost to borrow average almost 30%. I think it's pretty telling. Oh, you could tell people are not used to the 9 o'clock live streams, though. What do we got, like 3 people in here? Shout out to the 3 of you guys. We're doing well. But we do have some things for tomorrow. What is it? Thursday tomorrow? It's already Thursday tomorrow? Oh my gosh. What's going on? But you do have the ECB interest rate decision. That is going to affect the markets tomorrow. It looks like it's expected to be 0%. But there are some people that have talked about potentially they're going to raise rates. Look at that. Their interest rate has been low forever. Like forever, dude. From 08, cut it all the way. 2016, this thing has been at 0. Oh, Stonko tracker data has it at 20.3. Ortex has it higher than that. I'm not sure. I mean, this day and age, who do you trust? I don't know. But it's definitely jumped up a lot, even over the past week or so. Even the short interest, look at that, 23.71% now. Even earlier, it was lower than that. Kind of crazy, huh? One at 6 o'clock, one at 7 o'clock, both for 20,000 shares. Yeah, that don't surprise me. That does not surprise me. Everyone's going to jump on at 10 o'clock and they're going to be like, I missed the live stream. Man, that's crazy. How you doing though, Nick Forgy? You doing good? You doing good, brother? Good evening. JP in the building. Good evening to you, my friend. Shares out on loan up 4% too over the past week. Starlight, what's going on, my guy? How's it going? Hope all is well with you too. Yeah, AMC closed up 3.44%, up in after hours as well. Decent little, end of after hours little move here. Up 0.74, another one of those weird little candles. But above 13, which that's definitely a good sign. Um, we are above all of our moving averages on the 15-minute candlestick chart. So if we get that little post-earnings rally. Yo, TMI, what's up? What's going on, brother? How are you doing? Is the cost to borrow still at like 48%? Yeah, it actually went up a little bit since we made the video. Just a little bit. Now it's at 48.18%. And the short interest has went up just a little bit since we made the video. Actually, a little bit more. I think it was at 23.4% earlier. Now it's at 23.71%. Now with 122.24 million shares sold short. Even the cost to borrow average is at 28.22%. So looking pretty good there. Borrowed shares on the day. We're continuing to see a lot of borrowed shares. Pretty much every single day. 4.15 million, return shares of 1.71 million. Days to cover still super high. Finger flick mishap. Thoughts on TME? I noticed a lot of Chinese stock rips like Baba and even DocuSign. Yeah, China had more like opening up announcements and easing on some of their crackdown announcements, and that's definitely what drove those stocks higher today. And that's overall a positive thing. I don't know, with Chinese stocks, it's one of those things where it's going to be like hard to fully gain back the trust of investors. I feel like maybe it happens faster than not, but there's the confidence aspect. And then which is more so of a bullish thing, China is easing right now and we're tightening. So technically, capital is becoming cheaper in China and it's becoming more expensive in America, but still by and large American capital is a lot cheaper. I think the Chinese interest rate is still at like 4%. So yeah, let's go. What's going on? Let's go. TME though, that's ticker. I don't think I've ever heard of that ticker, to be honest. Oh, Tencent Music Entertainment. Is this just a branch of Tencent? The Chinese holding company? Yeah, this got destroyed though. Oh my gosh. You're pretty much buying it still really, really low. But it did do well today. And it's off 59% from the lows. I would probably let it pull back a little bit, but it does look good. There is no escape for these mofos. Nada. Also, repo at all-time high. I'm seeing some correlation. 3 red lines compared to SPY. Yeah, there's definitely a correlation between that. The reverse repo market is just insane, to be honest with you guys. But mortgage demand falls to the lowest level in 22 years amid rising rates and slowing home sales. Yikes. Applications for a mortgage to purchase a home fell 7% for the week and were 21% lower that same week 1 year ago. Refinance demand dropped 6% for the week and was down 75% year over year. Who's ready to buy the dip on real estate? Huh? Oh, and did you know? All charges have been dropped against Paul Pelosi for his DUI crash. Convenient. Very convenient. And he also killed his brother in a car crash as a teen. It pays to marry a politician, apparently. That's kind of like the gist of what I get out of that. Just marry a politician, and you're gonna do well, okay? I don't know. My Baron account needs updating. Man, I ain't paying y'all shit. Okay? Okay. But yeah, Gary Gensler, U.S. SEC Chief Gary Gensler unveils plan to overhaul Wall Street stock trading. Key points. The top U.S. securities regulator, Mr. Gary Gensler, beautiful soul Gary, on Wednesday proposed rule changes to transform how Wall Street handles retail stock trades after the meme stock mania last year raised questions. The plan would require trading firms to directly compete to execute trades from retail investors to boost competition. Gensler said the new SEC rules would mandate market makers disclose more data around the fees these firms earned and the timing of trades for the benefit of investors. So, kind of like the same old, but they seem a little bit more, serious on this. You've seen like Virtue and Citadel actually come out and make some more of those statements, like you're essentially going to raise the cost of trading for retail investors, and that's something we'll just have to wait and see. But overall, I think it's a positive thing. I do think it is a positive thing. Do you think these brokers are going to screw things up for us? Honestly, I think it's like financial suicide to do that, especially for Robinhood. Like if okay, let's be honest here. I'm going to make this statement, but I think if any brokerage would refrain from doing what happened back in January, right? It would be Robinhood. I don't think Robinhood could financially afford to do what they did again. Like, relative to any other brokerage. Like, Robinhood would just, that's the end of Robinhood, like literally the end of Robinhood. So I don't think any brokerage is like very inclined to do that. I think they would start to collect more collateral from hedge funds before that happened. And I think that could, be a benefit to us because ultimately the retail investor is not the guy that is going to screw these brokerages, right? These brokerages, they can see exactly what you're doing. They know you get a margin call when your portfolio drops to a certain value. Robinhood won't even let you short stock. So it's like the brokerages aren't going to take the hit for retail. The brokerages potentially could take the hit for the hedge funds if they were to go bankrupt super fast. So I think they would just charge more collateral, to be honest, and really boosting up their balance sheets per se. Do you think it's a good time to buy call options on AMC? Yeah, I've had calls on AMC, I believe, for like the last week, and I'm probably down like 30% on them. So I do still think it's a good time for them for around July 15th, in my personal opinion. Yeah, I think it's a better time now than when I bought them. You're getting them for a lot cheaper, even though the price of the stock has went up a little bit. That time premium, that theta decay, man. It does its thing. Buy and hodl AMC. I like it. Let us hope something happens. Oh yeah, I think something's gonna happen. Cost of borrow rates don't just double, every couple of days for no reason, right? Like in all reality, like the cost of borrow rates have been doubling every couple of days. So watch them double again. That would put us in the 90% range for the cost to borrow max. And then I think that's going to start raising some red flags even more. But still, 48% is like very high. Like let's not forget that. We're used to like Redbox type stocks that are like hundreds of percents for cost to borrow rates. But like that's not typical, right? Yeah. Like that is not typical. You usually shouldn't see this. Like cost to borrow max at 1,000. When have you ever seen that? Cost to borrow max at 1,000. I didn't even know Ortex, like, dude, they just say 1K. They don't even say like 1,000. They just say 1K. That's it. but it's not typical. You know, what's typical, look at like a Tesla. I haven't even looked at their numbers, so I might just, like 3%, right? Like that's more typical. Even on a volatile stock like Tesla, 3%, 3.5%. That's more normal. Um, yeah, just buying HODL, giving Kenny free money. You're right. You are right. Hey now, bud. Market crash. Creamy goodness. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, market crash. I mean, this CPI report on Friday is going to be pretty damn important. Kind of where we are in the markets. Like, this market is more so than not like opposites, right? So if the markets have went up, rallied to the upside before a big fear catalyst, odds are you're probably going to fall after that catalyst comes out, even if it's not as bad as people expected, just because you've already went up 8% from the bottom, and then you're heading into a big fear catalyst. So I do think there is more downside ahead, and I think we're in a really weird spot with a lot of things going on, right? Like, we've never had this in the history of the world, essentially, or in modern times, where you've had high inflation, you've had a very low federal funds rate that the Fed is actively trying to get up as fast as possible, and you're on the brink of a recession. You've never had that. Any other time where you've went into a recession, the Fed funds rate has been much higher than where it is right now. Much, much higher. Where's the federal funds rate? Oh, this is the balance sheet. Do I have the federal funds rate pulled up? No, I do not, my friend. My friend. Okay. Can I type? Like, dude, you've never. Oh, okay. Don't give it to me like that. They're playing us. See, you've never had a federal funds rate this low heading into a recession. Never in the history of the federal funds rate, right? Like, go back to 1954. It was never this low heading into recession. So I think you're in a very weird time where I think a lot of this stuff will catch up to market participants, and it's probably going to be something that causes a lot of fear. When the markets really realize that, hey, we're going into recession, the Fed cannot accommodate the markets. We still have higher than normal inflation. Maybe inflation by then is 6%, still too high. I think that's where you get that flush out, that real crash, that you go down really low, and then it'll take a decent amount of time to come back up. But I think you're closer to a bottom now than a top for sure. But like even '08, like I have to tell, like I was talking to people in real life about like why I think this recession is going to be worse than '08, and it comes down to this. Like, look at even '08. From 2004, the Fed was raising rates like they should have, from 1% on the federal funds rate all the way up to 2007. The federal funds rate was at 5.25%. So the Fed was in a good situation to accommodate the markets, to drop rates once we headed into a recession, right? They were in a good situation to do that. Well, we're not there right now. And there's no way we'll get to 5%. There's no way we'll get to 3% before a recession comes. We're going to be in a recession. The federal funds rate is going to be like 1.5%, 1.75%. That's not good enough. So the Fed's going to have to raise rates even as we're in a recession, which has never happened before. You've never seen the Fed raise rates when we were in a recession besides the 70s. Like, look at this federal funds rate in the gray. Has it ever went up? Only during the 70s, right? And here, 1974 went up. The early 80s as well, right? Recession, federal funds rate went up. They dropped it, recession, and then goes back up before the recession, and then they cut it again during the recession. So technically only this recession, and here the 70s recession, as well as the 1980s recession, which was pretty brief all in all. It was like 6 months of a recession. Those were the only 2 times in history that has happened, and we're going into that right now. So if you want to be a doomsday prepper, then the markets could be down a while. If you want to make money off of it, this is the time to solidify your future and your financial destiny. To buy that dip, baby. I picked up 6 $15 calls for AMC for this Friday and 10 15 calls for next week. There you go. There you go. It's ballsy. I like it. I'm about ready to pick up some Redbox too. I like to gamble. That's pretty much what it is. I mean, it looks good as a potential gamble. I still say those puts I mentioned last night have a chance, especially if the hedges get margin called soon. Yeah, I have some puts on the markets as well. NASDAQ, S&P. Look at the bond rates going up again right now. Now at 3.04%. 08 on steroids, credit margins, school loans, all-time highs, mortgages, hyperinflation rates, and no more free money. That's exactly it. The only difference is right now we don't have as much like systemic risk that we know about, which I would argue, the margin and what the hedge funds are doing, I think that could be equally as bad as some of the risk the banks were taking on in 2008, right? If you get a couple Archegos like situations that happen, or if Tiger Global goes bankrupt, which they're pretty damn close to going bankrupt right now, get a couple firms doing that, you're going to be in a similar situation as 08 as far as a financial crisis. Can AMC make it to 20 by Friday? Oh, it certainly could. Certainly could. We got 2 full trading days, and the data looks really, really good. I mean, cost of borrow rates don't usually just double and nothing happens, right? Usually you will see some kind of reaction and some move in the stock, because essentially what the cost of borrow rates are, like if you were lending out your stock, that's essentially the rate that you would want to lend out your stock for. So that's the implied move, kind of like implied volatility for options. The cost of borrow rate can be like the implied move for the stock, essentially. Yeah, puts on the SPY for sure. Yeah, it's definitely time for some more puts on the SPY, I think, in my opinion. Win Lambo. Man, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. What's the merge close date on Redbox? The day the stock will drop to 56 cents or whatever the sale price was. Let's see if we can find it. Because I honestly have not looked either. What's the merger date or Redbox? Why did Chicken Soup even acquire freaking Redbox? Why is that even a thing? Merger arbitrage Mondays. Chicken Soup for the Soul acquires Redbox at a massive discount. Where is it? An interesting deal announced last week was the acquisition of Redbox Entertainment by Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment. In over a decade of tracking merger arbitrage deals, we have never come across a take under at such a massive discount. Redbox was trading at $5.60 before the deal was announced. Under the terms of the agreement, Chicken Soup will acquire Redbox in an all-stock deal at a fixed exchange ratio of 0.087 of a share of Class A common stock of Chicken Soup per Redbox share. representing a discount of 82% based on CSSE's current price of $5.48 per share. The deal works out to less than 48 cents per share of Redbox. I read the merger agreement twice to make sure I was not missing something. It's not appear to be a typo. It doesn't say. Usually mergers like that take a little bit of time. Usually takes a while. When will they be forced to cover already? You're definitely getting close. You're definitely getting close. You're much closer now than you were in the past. Like that's for sure. I could tell you that with a certainty. What's going on, Tyler? When do we start streaming earlier? Yeah, I gotta. Chris, he's dead on. He said I gotta sell my house tomorrow. You know, just dead on. No, I do have some real estate stuff I gotta do. I gotta go look at a house early in the morning. That's when the people are not gonna be home, so have to do that. So I figured I would do the stream a little bit earlier today. I thought more people would be on earlier, so I thought it'd be like a win-win, but I do realize that people expect the live streams around 10, so it didn't work out that way. So this was like a trial run as well to see it, do it a little bit earlier, see if it works out better. But yeah, that's basically just it. It says CPI will be elevated. Yeah, CPI will be elevated, especially the just normal CPI. Normal CPI is going to be high for sure. Core CPI is the biggest thing that is really a concern to the markets, because the Fed can't do anything about food and energy, which controls CPI for a majority. But if CPI goes up, I mean that's not gonna be such a great thing. And if we look at the federal funds rate, and let's go ahead and pull up the inflation rate. This might hit you guys the wrong way, so it'll be all right. So what actually happened during our last big inflation bout, right, was the 70s. We all know, 73, 74, taking off the gold standard, all of that good stuff. Oh, what did I do? Damn it. Come on, quit playing me. See, can I do that? Okay. So, what happened during the 70s, like I said, got taken off the gold standard, all that. Inflation went up. It went up crazy. And then it came down. But then what happened like 4 or 5 years later? Well, inflation went even higher. And then it went down, and then it started to trend down. So just depending how things play out with the whole Russia, Ukraine situation, the food situation, regular CPI, could look better, and then it could get worse again. Like that's kind of what happens, at least when you're in really high inflationary periods. But we'll see. Obviously, I'm not like a fortune teller, but it did happen, to a small degree in like 2005 through 2007 as well. Inflation was 3.39% in 2004. By 2006, it went down to like, what is that, like 3%? It won't let me, 2.85%. And then right before shit hit the fan, it went up to like 4% again. 3.83%, just in a smaller version. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this time around. Soup plus Redbox, the Great Depression too. Yeah, that's a wild one, isn't it? Maybe they wanted to diversify their business model. Ticker drip below 14 with energy goes up. I think a large position for a 4-year swing would be profitable, as especially if GOP wins midterm. Republicans will crank oil production. I mean, oil's going to come down eventually. You know, I don't like if you were really interested in playing oil and making a lot of money in that way, because I think there is a lot of money to be made trading the downside to oil, or potentially the upside. You really want to pay attention to and dig into Russia, how their finances are doing. You know, try to calculate how long they could fight this war given their financial situation, because if Russia can't fight the war, then and financially fight the war, then that's where they'll have to stop, and that's when the price of oil comes plummeting down. That's the key to oil, nothing else. It's Russia, Ukraine. But I mean, these things could last a while. Like, that's what happened during the Russian Civil War. That's why they sold us Alaska. That's why they sold America Alaska. It was for like $100 million at the time or something like that. And it's like the best real estate transaction in history, because Alaska's worth like trillions of dollars. Wild, bro. Maybe it was like $10 million they sold it. It was really, really low. I'm already 600% gains on Redbox right now, so I don't know. Yeah, that's solid, dude. Give me some evergreens. Remember, pigs get slaughtered. Yeah, you want to take some of that profit for sure. At least make it free. At least make it free. You can never go wrong making a trade free. Ever. Never ever. Redbox has to stay above 18 for 20 days consistently, 30 days prior to the merger date. I mean, it's bought out for like 50 cents. So I'm not sure exactly if that's true or not, but I'm going to go with what you said, Evergreens. You look pretty invested in this trade. So I would imagine you're correct in your assessment. Why is every shorted stock spiking at 407? They are dropping it and buying tons same time. It's all algos. It's all algorithmic trading programs. That's all. They love that shit. They love doing whatever the hell they want to do. Like, seriously. These algos just move the whole markets as one. However they want. Vlog. Let's go, baby. How are we doing? Win nanny. Actually, I have a nanny now, bro. I have a nanny now. Had to sell enough to pay a $4 septic repair today, which sucks. $4 septic repair. Man, where you get a $4 septic repair at? Dude, I had my main... Okay, let me give you guys... If you guys get rental properties, right, which I highly encourage everyone do, like, live in a house for a year, do your thing, put 3 to 5% down to acquire that house, move out, buy a new house in a year, and then rent your old house out. Rinse and repeat over and over and over again. But when you do that, make sure you do a couple things on this new house you're going to buy, because this is where I went wrong. I went so wrong. I went so wrong. So wrong. Oh, 4K. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Um you always want to, get the roof inspected, get your general inspection, all that. But you want to inspect the main drain line, the main sewer line. Oh, they got me good. They got me so good. I didn't do that with my first house, and the basement would just flood like around like midsummer, because there was a big crack in it and roots would grow, and that ended up costing like 10 grand to fix. So yeah, don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. Always inspect the main drain line, the main sewer line, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a plumber, but yeah, man, that was terrible. Alex, what is going on? Everyone say hi to Alex. She came to join us. Get a little financial education on for the day. You know. How high can Redbox go? As high as people's hearts desire. I mean, that stock is pretty insane. Like 174% short interest. Oh yeah, nanny. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of nannies. I want a lot of kids. You guys know that, right? I want a bunch of kids. I want like 10 kids, dude. I'm gonna need 2 nannies. I don't think I've ever told you guys that. I want a lot of kids. I think it's because I always had a smaller family, or just like my family didn't get along or whatever. So we gonna have a bunch of kids. We're gonna have a bunch of kids. Spikes appeared last few weeks, all shorter when they introduced. They extended markets. 5 minutes. They are selling and buying hundreds of thousands. Yeah, they're scamming, dude. They're scamming. Damn, you didn't check the main drain line, Chris. You should have told me this, man. You should have told me this like 4 years ago. I could have used that advice. Nobody said that. They played me. They played me, man. AMC and GMR are dead. Let's go to Redbox. Well, I did make a video on Redbox, and people did like it. At least they wanted the opinion. And I think there is potential there. And I think you're at like the border, like you're right there where the stock is about to make that move. At least I think. Vlog said, Alex, welcome. Man, that's what's up. I think we close. I do too. The cost to borrow on that is ridiculous. 1,000%. I'm surprised it didn't break Ortex. I've never seen cost to borrow rates in the thousands. Like what? It just says 1K. It don't even look right when you look at it. But they continue to borrow more shares too. Ain't that the wildest part? Borrowed shares 92.7 thousand on the day. Return shares of 86.7 thousand. They're crazy. They're wild, dude. It's off the threshold securities list, though, it looks like. However they do that, who knows? 174% shorting. Yeah, that is insane. Buy AMC at 12, sell at 70. Let the apes argue with each other about 100K while enjoying 500% gain. Don't be greedy. At least get your initial investment back. Like, whenever you want to, you know. That's what I say. No, AMC 100K floor minimum. 100K. 100K or bust. Not, that's it. So it's a pleasure, Vlog. Yeah, we like Vlog. That's the guy. Maybe play some 6-month out call options on Friday. Yeah, that's not a bad move, too. Like, the premiums are so cheap. I don't know about GameStop, because that stock's more expensive. But, like, AMC, like, you can get, like, 6-month out contracts for relatively good deals. You know? 1.2K coming soon. Is that the cost to borrow rate? That's wild, dude. That's just nuts. Did you not put a claim to the insurance? Man, they wouldn't let me. They said you're stupid for not checking this. And then it's like my problem because it was on my property. I was hoping that it was like out by the street or whatever, but no. It is super far out there. It's close, but it's not technically on city property. Like, y'all are some dirty dogs, man. And then I was thinking about like suing the homeowners because like there's no way you didn't know about that and you're legally obligated to disclose stuff like that. But I'm like, nah, I'll just take the L. It's all right. That house has made me money. They all have, essentially. It's kind of hard to go wrong with real estate. And with my 10 kids, man, we're going to have to buy a big house. We're going to have house for days. I'm going to have like three YouTube setups. It's just going to be like different setup every day. Evening, brother. Evening to you, Carl. For AMC, my options expired 2024, and I only got in the money calls. That's not a bad way to play it. Yeah, that's definitely not a bad way to play it. That's the least risky way to play leverage on AMC for sure. Just got some free Amazon on Robinhood. There you go. Tyler trying to repopulate the earth. Man, someone's got to do it. I'm just playing. Motherfuckers, man, people be having kids. But we got this. Every day by end of day, sell 3% higher every day, 5 minutes later than by the book. Need to take advantage of the spike, just saying. Yeah, that's like one of those arbitrage things. If you can spot it and you can do it, not bad. TKG, yeah, if they're cheap, grab them. We have our own septic system in our own water well, and we have 2 acres behind our house and no debt. There you go. That's not a bad way to do it. That's like straight, like Dave Ramsey would be proud. He would be so proud of that. He would say, now you got to contribute to your 401k like 20% a year. Max that bugger out. Shit, at that point, you're probably close to a millionaire anyways. With no debt on your house. The average house in America is like $250,000. They can't just lend to their long-term customers, hedge funds at less and report higher cost to borrow. Not really. Just because the way it works, just essentially like the process of lending out, and you don't own it, and then somebody else owns it, so they're technically, the one that would make the money. It gets a little confusing when you're thinking about the backside of it, like why the cost of borrow rates are so high. Who would lose out money if the stock, went up or down? But essentially, they can't really, do that. See, building a house now very expensive. Yeah, let's not start the 100K crap again. AMC to 100 million. We're gonna crush the financial system globally. That's it. That's it. I want more kids than Abraham. Man, I want more kids than Charlie Munger. My motherfucker's got like 11 kids. 9 kids, so I can technically say that. 5-year-old granddaughter is visiting a couple weeks, and we're taking her down to Galveston Beach this weekend. Oh, there you go. Have fun. Have fun. That's what it's all about. More kids than Genghis Khan. Man, I want more kids than that creepy doctor on that Netflix show that just got everyone pregnant. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Tell me you guys know what I'm talking about. It's some guy. What's his name? Hold on. I'm gonna Google it. Um, uh, um, is this the guy? It's on Netflix. I just watched it not long ago. Dr. Donald Klein. Our father tells a story of a fertility doctor who used his own swimmers to impregnate patients. Dr. Donald Klein has fathered at least 94 children. Klein's grown children are speaking about the trauma of discovering he is their biological father. Yep. And like the way these people found out was like 23andMe. They had like linked it all back to their moms had went to the same fertility doctor, and essentially that's what he would do. Got them all pregnant. Yeah, like fucking everyone. So they think there's a lot more, like up to like a couple thousand, but you know, only so many people have done the 23andMe thing so far. It's a wild show, honestly. Said I'm done. A boy and a girl, $1 million family still waiting for the check. Yeah, I feel you, dude. I feel you, dude. Just give me the check. just give me the check. No, I'm playing. I have a girl. A boy would be nice, but also girls are cool. Girls are like so sweet and innocent. Boys are like just I don't know, crazy. My girl's crazy too, but in a different way. More kids than Chief Keef? Man. He said, I'm a Dave Ramsey certified coach. That's wild, bro. I like it. I actually like watching Dave Ramsey. Just because, like, I don't agree with everything. I think there is such thing as good debt. Like, buying, you know what I'm saying, like 3 to 5% per, you know, every year. Buy a house and then, you know, do it again, rent your old one out. I think that's a pretty passive, safe way to build long-term wealth, guaranteed. Um, Stuff like that. But I do like differing opinions than mine. That's something that I think makes me a little bit different with than a lot of other people. Is a lot of other people don't want to hear things that are contrary to what they believe. But you know, somebody that really wants to grow in this field should be able to try to see different perspectives of different opinions that they don't necessarily believe in. Right? Like I love Graham Stephan. I've been watching him for a long time, but do I believe in putting all your money in index funds? Absolutely not. Is there truth to it though? I mean, yeah, you know. Warren Jeffs? He said, "Come on, Warriors. Just short the Lions, bro. Just short the Lions." Says Michael Burry just confirmed AMC Moas is near. Dude, that does not surprise me. I'm sure there wasn't a. Are you sure there wasn't like a Joe Biden headline today? I feel like there's always a Joe Biden headline. Let me see. Can we just clown for a second? Like, I don't have beef with anyone, but man, finance news just makes me like just laugh. Yeah, it's about to go down with AMC stock. Well, there's no Joe Biden. There's no Joe Biden today. But Citadel clients are leaving. And then Bank of America confirmed the AMC short squeeze. And then they are officially done. Forced to cover. $100 per share incoming and same proof exposed. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. It sounds very genuine and truthful. You know, just put J Pow in the thumbnail. Boom. There you go. I'm clicking. I like it. Little Adam Aaron, little sexy guy. See? Joe Biden. 6 days ago, I knew it. Joe Biden just went on the offensive for AMC stock. Very assertive. Just throw it out there. And then Joe Biden, little, sexy face again. Little young Biden. It's good though. Man. Look, Charles Payne, look. He's kind of smirking. I like Charles Payne. You can clickbait me with Charles Payne. Okay? And say AMC stock is about to blow up. But if that motherfucker didn't say AMC stock is about to blow up, man, we got some problems. Okay, finance news. If you're watching this, just have some proof, man. But we love you. We love you too. That's why we got the love hat on. If you guys haven't noticed, there's hearts. Just because we need more love in this world. Where has our fearless leader been? Let's get it. About to go to just block war on YouTube. About to mob out on some people. Ken Griffin. He says, huh? He always says, huh? We love you, Ken Griffin. Okay? We do. Benji is another YouTuber that's clickbait. Yeah, Benji. Sounds like cheap entertainment. You know what else is cheap entertainment? You catching my drift, bro? Bro? I'm just playing. That's too R-rated for YouTube, okay? Clay, AMC up 3% today. Moas imminent. I feel it, dude. Sometimes you just, I got a feeling. If you know, you know. Yeah, if you know, you know. Tyler, did you see the old clip of Trump kind of calling out Ken Griffin? It's in Keenan Great's video. No, I would love to see that, though. You could clickbait me to that all day. I feel like you just got to be careful with some of that stuff, though, because, like, those deep fake things can be, like, real convincing. Kate Finance covers Redbox, and she's actually solid? Who's Kate Finance? Is that on Finance News? It's the only thing that there's just too little of. Slap the ass today for 10 more shares of AMC at $13.48. There you go. Slap that ass. Gonna block me because I'm an island boy. Trying to squeeze it. Trying to make the money. Puts on island boys. Okay? No, not Finance News. She's legit. Oh, yeah, man. I was telling my girlfriend she should make a finance channel. She said, I don't know anything about finance. I said, neither do half these people that make videos. Because that's honest truth. Like, half these people don't know anything about finance. Like, they couldn't tell you how market psychology works. They couldn't tell you just anything. And if you've been in the markets for a while, like, I'm not going to call people out, but you can tell who knows something and who does not. But she's like, yeah, I don't, because she's pretty. I'm like, she's pretty as hell, but if like YouTube, my YouTube analytics are like 92 to 95% male, depending on the day. I'm like, man, I'm like, you would bank it off these dudes. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Tyler's about to write the script for his girlfriend. Actually was thinking about it. I said, girl, none of these people know what they're talking about. They read shit off of what is it? Reddit. Half of AMC channels just read things off of Reddit. Reddit. About to listen to one video by Kate. It will inspire her. Maybe nothing too crazy, just solid to the point content. I'm actually gonna show her. Need to see pics of your girlfriend to confirm. Yeah, she blonde. She's short. She's real short. Like 5'8" maybe. I don't know. I don't know if she's in here. If you are in here, then comment your height, cause she kind of short. She does this weird back cracking thing. That's great because she's so short, so it works perfect. She'll take her arms and like you'll do like this, like you're carrying a child into the house, and you'll like I'm much taller, so I'll like have to squat down, and we'll like lock arms like ass to ass, and then she'll like throw me over back, and just the whole thing all the way up. Whole back cracks. It's great. It's actually great. Got me 2 calls for Reddit, or for Redbox. Reddit. July 27th. There you go. I like the time on it. I like the extra time. Her thumbnail could be AMC Moas is near and have a theater in it or something. That's honestly a good idea. It's fun to ride a moped until your friends see you. Man, I would rock that moped. I would start bumping some jams too. Hit them with like some half country, half rap. You know, have you guys heard Broadway Girls by Morgan Wallen and Lil Durk? I'll just put that on replay. Ride through the country on my moped. It'd be great. That would be a whole vibe, to be honest with you guys. That sounds like a short squeeze. It does. Oh, that's a good one, V-Log. Sounds like a short squeeze. Oh my gosh. It's actually never fun to ride a moped. What? Some of those mopeds can get down, man. I don't know. Just wind blowing in your face. Catch a little bug in your mouth. Spit it out. That's a whole vibe, dude. Besides if it's a bee. Man, me and bees don't get along. That was actually a fucked up story. I was going up north. And I live in Michigan, so if you go up north, it's a long drive from where I live to like way up north, like Canada up north. But it's nice. There's like waterfalls and all that. Well, I was going up north, and then kids in the back seat. I got the windows down. I'm all vibing out, just like I just said. And kids start screaming in the back because a bee had flew through the window and stung him. I'm going like 70 on the highway. And so he starts freaking out. I start freaking out. We pull off on the side of the road. This kid jumps out. He starts running into traffic. I had to go chase him. Almost got hit by a car. It's like a bee stung me. I'm like, oh my gosh. So bees, just no bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Thank you for the great DD you always provide us. Thank you. Thank you for watching and supporting. We love all you guys. I'm 5'6". My wife is a bit shorter. It's all good, bro. 5'6", but the money make me handsomer. Walking around smelling like a come up in it. You guys know that song by Russ? If you really are like 5'6" and you got a long-term portfolio, just play that song. 5'6", but the money make me 6'5". You know what I'm saying? That one just hits a little bit different, I feel like, if you're a little shorter. But that's good. That's good. I like short people. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like all my girlfriends I've ever had are just very short. I guess it's a thing. I ain't even had many. I think I've had 2 girlfriends in my life, to be honest with you guys. I like 3 maybe. Tyler loves riding passenger on the moped. Oh, dude, don't get me started. I'm in there. That's the best. Have my girlfriend drive the thing. That'd be a good look, honestly. Tall people have trouble getting in Lambos. That's a good point. I'm not like super tall, but I think I'm like 6'1". My dad was like 6'4". So I'm not as tall as my dad, which is unfortunate, but I like my height. I like my height. Don't forget the like bottom, you all. Yeah, don't forget the like button, man. It's a tragedy when people short the like button. It's like, man, you get no return out of shorting the like button. It's terrible. It says so. I'm the alpha Chad in the room. 6'6", 275, 11, hung, extremely successful day trader, and ready to start a family with the right one, bro. Just hit a girl with that. And say it a little slower. Be like, I'm 6'6", girl, 275. I'm hung. Like, I'm hung. Extremely successful. I day trade, but I got time for you still, girl. Don't worry. And ready to start a family with the right one. Like, we can get down to business right now. We can start popping out these kids. Man, you got him. All she heard and all she cared about was the successful day trader part. That's all she cared about. She's like, oh yeah, he gonna buy me shit. Forgot to mention your 3 chins. Yeah, it's tough. There's always a flaw in there. That's good though. You sound either just heavier set or just buff. Yeah, girls. Yeah. Sounds like you should be wifed up, Evergreens. Sound like a whole catch. See price predictions tomorrow. I'm bullish for tomorrow. I'm pretty like bullish for tomorrow. I think the ECB rate hike decision is probably going to be the thing that dominates the headlines in the morning. That's 6:45 a.m. in the morning, and that's probably going to move the markets. It's expected to come in at 0%. If they do surprise, that's what could move the markets. And that's really it. You do have initial jobless claims, some bond auction stuff that could move TLT, that could move, treasuries around. But it's going to be a little bit of a slower day. Probably people just anticipating CPI and placing their bets. In that regard, CPI comes out 7:30 in the morning on Friday, and then the Michigan Consumer Sentiment is at 9 a.m. on Friday as well. So that's going to be your main catalyst. It's so weird having CPI on Friday too. I feel like it's always on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. He said, pure muscle. All I do is train and trade. I'm a whole unit in my town. I clear paths like an elephant. He said, He said, don't play with me. Don't play with me, man. He said, I'll show you. But yeah, Mo says tomorrow, everyone not to be worried. I agree. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate all of you guys. We will not normally do this earlier. Normally it'll be around 10, so apologize for throwing people off with that one. But yeah, all in all, thank you guys for coming out. Tomorrow is going to probably be a little bit of a slower day. Markets are going to move to any headlines that we get, but the real data, the real information, CPI and Friday, that's going to be the main course. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow. Hit the like button on your way out, and subscribe to the channel if you have not, and get your free stocks with Weeble, Moo, and Public. Get yourself that free money, because if you ain't hot and you ain't packing the manhood, at least get yourself the money. You know what I'm saying? Hit the gym, do all that. But yeah, and check the main drain line this time around. For anyone, you buying a house, get that main drain line checked and figured out, because that's like a $10,000 to $30,000 fix. You don't want